Hi, my name is Tabitha Pacheco. I'm the 2015 and 16 National Teaching Fellow from the state of Utah. I have some helpful hints on setting up meetings with policymakers. Some tips I would use is be very specific when you're scheduling your meeting. Say, I need 30 minutes of your time, or I need 15 minutes of your time to discuss the following items or share this report with you. And give them specifics on how you would like to meet with them. Do you need to meet with them in person? Can it be done over the phone? And then give them options of availabilities. Put most of the grunt work on yourself instead of sending very general open things like, hey, I need to meet with you sometime. If you're more specific, you're more likely to get the meeting.
When setting up meetings with legislators, I find it best to be brief and flexible. I try to offer a general idea of what I would like to discuss, but I leave the specifics to the meeting itself. I also provide any reading materials ahead of time in case a staffer wants to prepare. During the meeting, I find it best to engage in conversation instead of just talking at the person. A question that I found really useful is, what issue in education is the member passionate about? I find that this often leads to very fruitful discussion. When preparing for meetings with legislators, I always start with their websites. The second thing that I do is I rehearse my talking points because it can get really awkward to say the same thing over and over again. Finally, be prepared for anything. They may ask you about an issue that you aren't working on, but their office is currently working on. For example, I was asked about the Vergara case in a meeting on teacher preparation. Luckily, I had been working on that issue for the past year, so I was able to offer an informed opinion. But it's okay to say that you're not sure and you'll do some research and get back to them.
To help prepare for your meetings with policymakers, I would make sure you know in mind exactly what you want to come out of that meeting and share that in advance with the person you're meeting with. Say, this is the report I would like to discuss with you, and send them a copy of the report before the meeting. Or say, when we meet on Friday, I want to discuss the following items, so that way they can have their talking and thinking points prepared in advance. It will help the meeting be much more effective.
Afterwards, I always follow up immediately, same day, with any materials that I said I would provide or an estimated time of arrival for that material.
When meeting with policymakers or any other organizations, I can't emphasize enough how important the follow-up is. Send an email immediately after saying, thank you for meeting with me. I really enjoyed discussing, and then bullet the points that you discussed at your meeting and say, this is what I will be doing to continue our work, and say, and reminding them of the tasks that they're doing to continue the conversation. Something that's been really helpful for me is following up even longer than that, like sending monthly emails saying, hey, just wanted to check in and let you know what I'm working on. Just wanted to check in and see if there's things I can do for you, such as sharing items on social media.